So season 3 of Classroom Elite finally ended, and we have no news about a 4th season coming out anytime soon. Maybe in the future they might announce it, but who knows though. But I will say season 3 was kind of very disappointing because of the way they adapted the light novels, but we're used to this. If you've been watching this series forever and you've read the light novels, you know the adaptation of this anime has always been meh. Season 1 was probably the best adaptation, and then season 2 and 3, they just kind of, gave us the greatest hits of each light novel in a way though. So I just want to talk about what can you read after finishing the anime. I want to talk about what exactly you can do now that the anime is over, because some people might want to start from the beginning, the end, all the other type of stuff. Let's just talk about what can you do after finishing Classroom Elite season 3 though. Now the first option I would recommend for people that really love Classroom Elite like a lot would be start with volume 1 of the light novel. Start all the way from the beginning. That way you can see all the stuff that was cut out of the anime, starting from like the first season all the way to season 3. And if you really like this series, then you'll really enjoy reading this. That way you can, especially if you like reading and just like reading books that don't have pictures in it, because there's a lot of people that don't like reading stuff that don't have pictures in it. But I mean, there are a few pictures in here, but I digress though. But you can start from the beginning. The next option is to start at volume 9 and read all the way to 11.5, because that'll cover everything that season 3 went over, because there's still a lot of stuff that season 3 cut out of all those light novels, especially 11.5, because they covered one whole light novel in one episode, which was wild. Now another option would be is to read year 2 volume 1 of the series, because this is when their second years, and you can start here, and this will be everything that's after season 3 of Classroom Elite. And then the last option you can have is 7 Seas has been putting out audiobooks, and they have volume 1 all the way to 10, and you could listen to all those audiobooks if you just wanted to hear everything that happens in the series, because there's a lot of stuff that was cut out. And if you don't really like reading books like this, you can just listen to an audiobook, and that would probably be way easier, because you can just listen to that, like maybe if you're running, maybe like on your way to work, you can just listen to it and all these different things, and it'll just be probably like a way easier thing than just sitting down and reading if you really don't like reading stuff that doesn't have like manga panels and stuff like that. Now option I would not recommend is to read the manga, because the manga in my opinion is the worst adaptation, and even the anime in my opinion, it's not really that good when you compare it to the light novels. It's not that good of an adaptation, TBH though. But yeah, those are really the options I would give you. Yes, you could always go online and trying to pirate something and figure out like what links you can go to get all the light novels for free. Yes, I've seen there are some links on Reddit, because sometimes they do put stuff out. Sometimes that's especially like when it comes to like light novels that are not officially released, they usually put that on Reddit. But there also are digital forms that you can buy these light novels. You can get them digitally and you can read them online like that, because there's a lot of other sites you can do that too. So there's a lot of different options. Yes, I know a lot of people are going to say I want it for free, and then it's like, if you want it for free, go find it, dog, because I'm not about to give y'all no free links. Y'all need to do that shit y'all goddamn self though, because I ain't promoting no piracy stuff, because y'all can just go find it yourself. But those are the main options legally, I should say. Illegally and like pirating wise, y'all can go out and find some websites, because trust me, there's ways you can find stuff. It's not that hard if you actually know how to work the internet, or I should say work Google though. But yeah, Classroom Elite season 3 was very disappointing. If anybody wants me to make a video about it and hear my actual thoughts, just let me know in the comments, because I thought the season was meh, but I can go way more in detail like in an actual video if y'all want to hear my actual thoughts, because there's a lot of things about that season that made me fall asleep while I was watching it, or it just wasn't as that good as I thought it would be, like when I read the light novels though. So I'm gonna go over the options again. The first option is to start all the way from the beginning and read volume 1. So you start from the beginning, you can see all the stuff that was skipped through all the seasons, because season 1, 2, and 3 skip so much goddamn content, because these light novels are thick. Like, they're thick as fuck, and they cover them in only 3 episodes, when TBH they probably should each have maybe 4 episodes or 5. Some should have 5, but it depends. But they be skipping shit. The second option would be is to start with volume 9 of the light novels, because you read 9 to 11.5 and you read all those, because that's covering everything that happened in season 3. And trust me, there's a lot of stuff that are cut out of all these light novels, and even kind of going back to even season 2, because you might even want to start at season 2 and go on from there, because there's so much stuff that was cut. So you start at volume 9 and you read to 11.5. The last option when it comes to like reading them physically, or even, if you're reading them online, would be to start at Classroom Elite year 2 of the light novels, volume 1. And you start at year 2 because this is everything that happens after season 3 of the anime. And this starts like what would be season 4 content. And then your last option would be is to basically buy the audiobooks, because they have 7 Seasons put out volume 1 through 10. And you can just sit there and listen to all of them, because then you won't have to read anything. You can do other stuff while you're listening to them. And it will be a way faster way than just like having to read these, because I will say, say you have to make some time in your day or sometimes in your week. It depends on how fast you read. If you're a fast reader, you can kill this in a day because it's not that hard of reading because it's super easy. But if you're not a fast reader, you guys sit some time in your week to just actually sit down and read. And that's the only thing about that one. But if you get the audiobooks, you don't really got to make time like that because you can just do other things while you're listening to the audiobook because you just have it in the background while you're doing other shit, either like playing games or like doing other shit in general, because you can drive to work and just have the audiobook playing while you're driving to work. So that's another option. That's probably like the most easiest one. I will say there are other ways that you can at least know stuff about this series because there are other, I'll just say, creators that do make full videos on this series and they cover every single light novel. I will say that though. But yeah, if you really like the series, it's not that hard to really know what to do after finishing the anime. And especially if you watch the anime and you saw all the inconsistencies that are happening in the show, or just like how fast they were doing stuff, or how fast they explained stuff, or how it just felt like certain things were cut, or just like how fast the damn episodes were going when it comes to just like they would go from point A and next thing you know they'd be all the way at point D, and it just wouldn't make sense with some of the things they were doing because of how fast and sped up the pacing was in the series though. But yeah, those are the main options you can do, but there's always other options because it's not that hard. If you really like the series, like I said, you can go out there and find a lot of this stuff pretty easily though. But yeah, just let me know if y'all have read all the light novels and y'all are up to date. Just let me know. If you own all the volumes that are out physically in English, let me know. Let me know how y'all felt about season 3 of Classroom Lee, and let me know if you want me to make a video about season 3 of Classroom Lee. Do you want a season 4? Do you want the series to be over after season 3, or do you want them to continue making these mediocre ass seasons? So just let me know in the comments though. If you enjoyed the video, why not like? If you didn't, you can dislike, subscribe if you enjoyed and all that. But yeah, I'm glad that season 3 Classroom Lee is over because I don't want to watch this shit ever again. Even if they announce a season 4, unless that bitch is going to have 24 episodes, I ain't watching no more because I'm tired of wasting my time watching this trash ass series that doesn't adapt light novels that well though. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video though. Bye.